So you want to start a side business. You might have an idea, you might not know where to start, but already you're in the right place, because at this point, this is where most people fail. Now, I've been there, I've done it now for 3 years, and I'm going to show you the top 10 biggest mistakes people can make and how to avoid them. And trust me, I've been there. I've made these mistakes. And number one is the biggest piece of advice that I was given that just unlocked everything for me. So number 10, let's kick this straight off, is knowing your reason why. Why are you starting a side business? Is it for money? Is it purely for money? Is it because you enjoy the thing that you want to be doing? For me, for example, I started my pizza business. I enjoyed cooking. I'm passionate about cooking. I was obsessed with pizza, and I really liked it when someone ate a pizza and told me that it was the best pizza they've ever had. That is why, and that's why I still go out and do it. So figure out your reason why. It could be financial. It might be because you're talented in a certain area and you haven't got that outlet in your current employment. There could be so many reasons why, but figure out why. So mistake number 9 is to treat your current employment like a curse. It's not. It's quite easy to resent your job. When you start doing your side business, it's easy to then go, oh, I wish I could be doing this full time now. No, appreciate that you've got a primary employment and keep that for as long as you can, because that's going to support you and it's going to give you the time and the financial stability to develop that side business. Don't resent that job, appreciate it. That job is supporting you, and a side business is supposed to be a side business. Yes, they can go into a main business down the line. You could develop it into your full-time work. If you're not happy in your current job, leave and go and get another job. If you want to go and be a pizza chef, just go and be employed as a pizza chef. Once you know your reason why, and then you appreciate your current employment, appreciate that you've already got an income, and use that as stability. Don't resent it. Now, mistake number 8 is to not define what success looks like to you. To you, success might be totally different to what success looks like to other people. It might be totally different to what it looks like for me, but you do you. What does your success look like? So in number 10, you figured out why you're doing this side business. Why are you hustling in your own time? There's got to be a reason why. So from that, you need to think about, when does this become a success? Maybe it's to earn £500 or dollars a month. And when you've got there, brilliant. The reason you have to define this is because otherwise things will just get out of hand. You could be adding so much more stress to your life unnecessarily from a side business. Side business is supposed to be easy, or just using your spare time. If that then creeps into the time that you haven't got and you're making time to run the side business, that's when it could become a problem. If you're wanting that side business to eventually replace your current employment, then that's okay as long as it's boundaried. But define what success looks like. Where do you want this to go? If you haven't heard of SMART goals before, SMART, look them up. They help you just set goals that are measurable, achievable, specific, and they help you just ring fence everything. I would suggest that you do that. Number 7, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. This is so difficult. And a lot of people, like me, I am guilty of this. I am so optimistic. I always have to ground myself because I know that is a weakness of mine. I always have to say, right, am I being realistic here? And I do that a lot. And that's helped me become more realistic. And then I back myself up and I do calculations and I try and get as many facts as I can. For example, you've got a bit of spare time. You want to go and be a stuntman on a Tuesday evening. Is that realistic? Be honest with yourself. It sounds great. Is it realistic? Another example, you started your side business. Is it working? If it's not, is it time to pivot or pull the plug? Be honest. If you started a side business because you've got 3 hours free every day and you don't want to be sat scrolling, you'd rather be building something for yourself, then that time is precious. If you fill that time with something that isn't working, then what's the point? Is it just an expensive hobby? A business is supposed to make money. Is it making money? Is it making the money you want it to make it? Have these honest conversations with yourself. You'll be ahead of a lot of people in this position. Number 6, try and build in passive parts to your side business. So a big mistake that people make is they build a side business that not only takes up that free time, but another 3 or 4 hours a day of time that you don't have. So are there passive parts of the business that you can build? For example, with my pizza business, I can be selling merchandise, I can be selling bake at home pizzas. It's not fully passive, but there are some elements like the merchandise, it's print on demand. It doesn't cost me anything. I don't print anything. It all happens itself. So are there elements that you can automate or make passive? That's going to help you out massively in the long run. Number 5, and this is such an important point, keeping your business money separate from your personal money. And this isn't just in side business, this is in any business. If you want to start a side business, figure out how much it's going to cost to start that side business, inject that, invest it into that side business, and then don't put another penny in. That is a slippery slope. And once your business money gets mixed up with your personal money, it gets messy. So invest whatever you need to invest, have separate accounts. You can have different current accounts, like you don't have to be running a limited company or anything like that. Just keep them separate. Run that as a business. It's a side business. It's not a hobby. Hobbies are something that you can spend your own money on. A side business is different. Treat it as a business. It's its own person. That's its own money. And then nurture that. If you have to put extra money in now and then, great. Try and be as strict as you can. Keep them separate and it keeps it so much cleaner. Your business is more likely to grow then. If you start spending what you've earned on beer, unless that's your goal, what's the point? Because it's going to fail. Number 4 is to just copy people. That's a big mistake. If you want to start a side business, why don't you make it your own? I wouldn't go and copy Domino's. When I started my pizza business, I found the pizza that I really liked. It's a Neapolitan style pizza, but I do my own special different toppings, and every week I can put my own spin on it. If you're starting a side business, make it yours. Don't just copy someone else, unless that is part of your goal. You could just get a structure and copy it, but where's the fun in that? Yes, you can take framework from different ideas, but add your own personality into it. Put your own spin on it. It feels more personal then. Number 3, and this is where things get really, really important. One massive mistake that people make is that they just look for validation and permission for other people to start this side business. Parents, partners, siblings, friends, co-workers. I think it's a natural thing to do, to test the waters and to see if people think it's a good idea. But who cares? If someone says to you, that's not going to work, then why? They don't know as much as you do. And on the same lines of that, they may not understand your vision. Trust yourself. If you've got a vision in your head, go and do it. Life is too short not to just give it a go. Obviously, if it's going to completely financially ruin you, then maybe get your wife on board. But if you're just investing a couple of £100, it gives you a bit of an outlet, it uses your spare time, then just try it. You don't need permission from other people to go and start that business. A big mistake that people make is they're really talented in something. They think, oh, I could go and do this for myself. And then they mention it to a co-worker or a parent or a partner and say, they open themselves up and say, I'm really good at this, I might go and do it. And they go, no, just stick to your day job. And people have failed then. You failed. When that person could potentially be getting so much out of that second business. People don't really understand what's going on up here with others. So yeah, you can test the waters with people, but don't take their comments to heart. Take them with a pinch of salt. If it's a safe thing to do, then just go and try it. Just be prepared to fail. What have you lost? You've still got your employment. It's a side business. Go and give it a go. So number 2, second most important thing. Don't start a side business that you don't enjoy. This is a massive mistake that people make. They see an idea that can make money and they go and start, but then quickly realize that there's no fun in doing whatever that idea is. There are so many things that you can just go and do, online surveys, things like that that are just not fun. If you want to start a side business, do it in something that you actually enjoy, because you've got the spare time. Why would you want to then be your own worst boss in a job that you don't enjoy, along with another job that you might not be fully enjoying, which was the whole reason you wanted to start the side business, right? Start a side business that you actually enjoy, because again, like I've said a few times, this is your spare time that you're sacrificing. Put it into something that you actually enjoy a little bit. I love cooking pizza. I'll cook pizza when I'm at home, when I'm not running my business. I think about pizza all the time. I think about cooking. I love cooking. If I was doing something that I didn't enjoy, I would resent it pretty quickly. So it all links back to your reason why. Why are you doing it? Is it for extra money? Brilliant. But are you not just better off just going and get a second part-time job? Because when you start a side business, it's something that I feel that you've got to be passionate in to actually make that succeed. Now, this is number 1. This is the biggest piece of advice that I was given years ago, and it stuck with me because it helped me along the way. So mistake number 1 is to not be consistent. Sounds simple, right? The biggest piece of advice that I was given was, if I wanted to start a business, to do one thing every day. You might have really busy days where you can't do anything, but how are you going to start a side business? If you do one thing every day that works towards that business, after 30 days, after a month, you would have done 30 things. That's huge. Whereas if you think, right, I'm going to sit down next Saturday and I'm going to go through this list of things, the likelihood is you're going to rush through it. You're not going to have time. You're not going to do them properly. You're going to miss some out, and then you're going to put them in the corner ready for the next time that you get a chance. If you think every day, right, what's one thing I can do today? Is it to create an email address? What does that take, 10 minutes? Is it to sketch out some logo designs? You could spend half an hour on that. Half an hour out of your day, every single day, adds up massively. You think that's 15 hours over a month. So if you think 15 hours over a month, that's a couple of decent days. But the massive positive about that is you're more likely to do something properly. So if you give yourself that half an hour or that hour every day to just do one thing and do it properly, then you're going to do it properly. If you give yourself 3 hours in a day that you've put aside down the line and you've saved up a list of things to do, you're going to rush through them. You might get things wrong. It might cause stress, and you might think, what's the point in this? I can't do it. I give up. Over. Done. One thing every day. Doesn't matter how big it is, doesn't matter how small it is, just get the one thing done every day. This video is my perspective on starting a side business. It's like a recipe. You could make a lasagna 1,000 different ways, but some people will fail along the way. There's big mistakes that you can make. It's just, with business, there's so many different approaches that you can make. I've been there and I've done it, and I wanted to just give my experience and the biggest things that I've learned. And I've seen people make these mistakes along the way. I've seen people give up on their dreams effectively, because some people don't have that outlet in their normal day-to-day job. They need that outlet to be creative or to nurture a talent that they've got. And it's such a shame to see people fail down to just silly little mistakes. So if you've got any questions, send them my way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, It'd really help us out. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.